Right, before we get into our first email, I just wanted to say, because obviously this is coming to the end of the year, not since the beginning of this part, so the beginning of January this year to now, on average, we've answered 416 emails from listeners.
Jesus. That's insane.
So that's 8, pretty much solidly, we did 8 emails every Friday, give or take like 1 or 2 if we were like trying to catch up, or like today we're only doing like 4. So like give or take, but yeah, 416.
There you go.
That's fucking mental.
That is
insane.
insane.
Wouldn't even fucking think, yeah. I can't go into more depth of
Let's
singular...
hope we helped some of them people.
416 terrible advice episodes.
About 90% of them were in the friend zone.
Hey man, a couple of them got out of the friend zone,
Yeah,
so we got that.
We helped some people out.
That's all right. So, oh no, we've got one less because this email we answered in. So I'm a bit behind with my emails because we're trying to catch up. So this one says, "Hey guys, how's things going in this depressing December? I've just found out I'm working the gap between Christmas and New Year, and I'm really pissed off. I'm considering leaving my job and finding another one, as I'll miss all of my family get-togethers. Am I overreacting to do this? How can they tell me this close to Christmas? Thanks as always." I'm pretty sure at this point it's very lucky for a job for you not to work that bit between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah, I think there's very few places. Like I have a shutdown period. A lot of places like mine does, but I think if you're in certain sectors, you're going to always be working during that. Like we worked during the retail years, we worked the whole fucking time. It wasn't even Boxing Day. I was there going in on Christmas Day sometimes.
Yeah. Me and Jim were just talking about that while you were sorting out your mic. Saying about, because my work gives you 2 days for each. So I have Christmas Day and Boxing Day, and then I have New Year's Day and the day after. Is that called that class, I think? 1st of January.
Yeah.
Oh, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
No, I don't get Eve. I get the other one.
So you get the 2nd of January.
1st of January, New Year's Day. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. I get confused. But like, yeah. So like, because this year I'm off the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, back in for the 3 days, then off for another 4, then in for 3.
Right.
But I mean, if you look at it that way, you're still getting. I know. I was saying to Sabina earlier, like I go by what I was doing when I was younger, right? So like, I always stay at my mum's for the 2 nights because Christmas Eve we watch Christmas movies, then you get Christmas Day, and then Boxing Day we always hung out with the family.
Right.
And even though I'm in Scotland, I still do that on Boxing Day. We have like a buffet dinner lunch.
Yeah.
And that's just the way I still do it. And then what are you working, Jim? You've booked it off, right?
Yeah, I booked it off, but I work in healthcare, so like we have to be there in case, someone goes blind in between Christmas and New Year's, so we can help them. But yeah, like
Happy
as Jamie
Christmas.
says, yeah, Merry Christmas. But as Jamie says, like if you're working retail, like if you already know that working between the holidays is, potential, then can't be mad about it. I mean, don't really have any context of what this person's doing for a job, right? So I'm not really sure. But
then, even then, though, like all the ambulance workers, the fire department, the police department, they work Christmas Day.
Yeah, they'd be on rotas, yeah.
And to me, because I'm old generation, and I know they don't get paid very much, but that's a good job. You know what I mean? Working for stuff like that. And and they work those days. We're lucky to have them off.
yeah,
It's only the fucking Parliament dickheads that...
I think for the listeners' sake, I think it is a slight overreaction. Like, obviously it's late getting told. You weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's something to start looking for a new job over unless you're unhappy about other things in your job. But I think just next time, if you think there's a potential of it happening to you again, get the time booked off so that they can't do it to you. I got certain weeks that I go abroad a year, and I know that's close and around like school holidays, so everyone in my section will try to leave at the same time. So I book it in fucking January. As soon as the new holiday comes in, I'm like books up straight away.
Yeah.
And people don't think about it till later because people are trying to dispute because I'm away in Portugal and coming back on the 5th of Jan, and people wanted them 2 days off after we were supposed to come back, but obviously because I'm off they can't take it, but I booked it fucking months ago. So if you book it first, just get in there quick.
Yeah,
as Jamie says. Sorry.
No, carry on.
Yeah, as Jamie says, like if you're finding out you have to work between Christmas and New Year's, and you're thinking, "Oh, fuck it, I want to quit," then you probably don't like your job to begin with. So, maybe it's a good idea to look around, but make sure you got something lined up before you go quitting.
Yeah. When I worked at the airport, I was fucking miserable, and the first year when I was there, I only lasted just after Christmas, and they were like, "You're gonna have to work like Boxing Day." That was like fucking outrage for me. I was like, nah, I hate this fucking place. And now that I'm here, I don't like this place either, but the fact that I get Christmas Day and Boxing Day, I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah.
I mean, that in a job reality is good to have 2 days. Unless you're in like an office where the office closes and you get like a fucking week. But even Sabina, who works, she's getting the same as me. She still has to go back for 3 days. You could look for another one, but you'd be lucky to get the middle bit off. Yeah,
like I only get it off because that's when they do all the maintenance and stuff like that to like certain machinery and stuff. Because obviously we're running all the time, and then with how busy we've been this year, there's been no stoppage at all. So, I get that time off then, but I still have to get that taken out of my holiday allowance.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
The only job I've ever had where I got from Christmas Eve until New Year's off the whole week was when I worked for a plumbing company in London. And the only reason we got that week off is because our boss would go on a skiing trip every year over the holidays. And he knew that we'd do fuck all while he was gone. So he just was like, just take the time off.
So that's what you're looking for. When you go for a job interview, you'd be like, "Do you go on any holidays over Christmas?"
Yeah.
So you
what's your schedule like? Can I have a look at your calendar?
I know you want to know if I've got any holidays coming up, but what about you? But yeah, I think it is. I think all the shock's coming from the fact that they told you really late.
Yeah.
But to look for a job if you're quite happy is a bit silly, and you just got to sort of be like, because my brother's only he started at McDonald's. He's been there maybe a month and a half, and I went in the house the other day and we were talking about board games on Boxing Day, and he goes, "I've got to work," and I was just like, "Welcome to real life." You know what I mean? Fucking McDonald's. You know full well as well that people are going to be in there eating their fucking Boxing Day meal in McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
So we're now arguing who's got to take him to fucking work.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's our fucking Boxing Day.
Well, at least you can get breakfast there if you drop him in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I bet the fucking prick wouldn't even let us come in and get one though, because he'd be embarrassed. He's at that age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 18.
Yeah. He'll make you go through the drive-through, and he'll just do this the whole time.
Mum has to go pick him. Mum has to go pick him up, right? Because he finishes sometimes at 11 o'clock at night. So Mum's gone all the way because it's inside an Asda in here. So for Americans, it'd be like inside like a Walmart or something. So she's gone all the way there, and she goes into the McDonald's and goes, "Oh, I've come to pick up Logan. Is he ready?" And she goes and gets him. And then in the car, he has a go at her for coming and getting him. Said it was embarrassing. And I said to her, I was like, "Give him a fucking slap. You've gone all that fucking way at 11 o'clock. He can fucking walk if he doesn't want you to go in there." You know what I mean?
Your mum should say to him, "Well, you know what's more embarrassing than that, Logan, is picking up your son from McDonald's." Oh!
Where's my fucking Big Mac, you cunt? You know what I mean? Prick. Nah, he's alright. He's a good lad. So,
At least he's working. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, and he's not. I say to him, "How's it going?" He's like, "Shit." And I'm like, "Well,
Yeah, it's your first job,
It's
isn't it?
experience is getting you somewhere, innit?
Yeah.
exactly." Yeah. He took him like me. It took like a year for him to get the fucking job.
Yeah.
So it's just hard, man. You know what I mean?
It's like we've said about my first job. I did the fucking selling double glazing. Everyone starts somewhere. You got to do the shitty jobs. I remember getting chased down a road by some fucking old man's dog. I was like, "Oh, do you want a quote for double glazing?" And I'm getting fucking chased.